All right. Matt the Mortgage Guy. In today's video, I'm going to go over the reasons you need a great buyer's agent in today's real estate market. Notice I didn't say you want, you prefer, it would be nice. I said you need a great buyer's agent in today's market. In this video, I'm going to go over the reasons why you need this great buyer's agent. And if you stay to the very end, I'll talk to you about where to find these great buyer's agents. Before I jump into it, if you like straightforward advice from a mortgage broker who's in it all day, every day, hundreds of buyers, hundreds of real estate agents, the conversations I'm having, the things I'm seeing, feeling, and doing to get people's offers accepted, consider subscribing to the channel because I'm just sharing that information with you in real time, right? I'm not talking about data from last month or last year. I'm talking about stuff that's happening today. So let's jump into it, as I think this is a very hot topic. I'm getting feedback every single day from not only my clients, but other realtors' clients and people from all over the country, how hard it is to get an offer accepted. So when I started this video, I said you need a great buyer's agent in this real estate market. And I believe it more than ever. It's vital that you're working with the best of the best if you want any chance of getting your offer accepted, right? And in a market where there's 12, 15, 20 offers on any given home, you want to have a chance. It's a difficult market. It can be very hard to get an offer accepted. Without a great agent, it goes from hard to impossible. I see that on a daily basis, right? I work with all types of great agents. I work with agents that aren't so great, truth be told, right? And I'm just going to give it to you straight. If you're working with an agent who doesn't do some of these things that I'm going to lay out, it's going to be near impossible to get your offer accepted. So a great agent, I'm going to go into some things that they're doing to get offers accepted and why you need to work with somebody who's doing these things if you want any chance at getting offer accepted in this market. So the four things that came to my mind and I just decided to jot down are a great network, a great reputation, the ability to communicate, and the ability to write strong offers. And rather than give you a definition on what those things are, I'm going to give you a real life example on how it helps, how it's helped in a real life scenario to get someone's offer accepted, right? Realtors who have a great network and know a lot of folks who are out there moving and shaking have the ability to maybe show you something before it comes to market. Maybe they've got somebody in their office, somebody in their network, somebody who they used to work with, somebody who's just an agent friend of theirs that says, hey, we've got this 3-2 coming up in this neighborhood that I know you're looking at. Let's go preview it. Let's go get ready. Have you make sure your finances are in line. We know what they're going to come to market at. We know what's important to them. And we know how to write a really strong offer that maybe they accept on a Friday before the thing even gets shown over the weekend. And they've got to weed through 12 or 15 offers to decide whether yours is the best, right? Let's put you in line first. Let's get you in front of them. Let's write a really strong offer that meets all the needs of the seller. And let's get you in there, right? So that's an example of how a great network might help you see some things that you might not have seen otherwise, see things sooner than you would have otherwise seen them, or something like that, right? And that bleeds into a great reputation. A realtor's great reputation can get you an offer accepted where otherwise it wouldn't, right? Whether you want to believe it or not, real estate is still a people game. If you're weeding through 10, 12, 15 offers and you've got a couple that are really close, guess who's getting accepted? The one where they go, oh, this agent, great reputation, great to work with. Heard that that agent is one that, really brings a positive attitude, wants to make sure that it's a positive experience for not just their buyers, but for the seller's agent, the title company, the lender, everybody involved. They're just a pleasure to work with. That one gets accepted, even if it's not the highest price, believe it or not, right? Because the seller gets presented from the selling agent, the listing agent, with all the information, right? And I'm not in these rooms, right? I'm just little old me, lender. But I can imagine if you've got a great agent, the agent's going to say, listen, offer A, B, and C are all pretty close. This one's got this going for it. Great lender, can close quick. This one's got this going for it. Great lender as well. Also an agent who I know is really good at communicating, making sure everybody's kept in the loop, really nice to work with, all those other things, right? It matters, right? It really, truly does. So a realtor with a great reputation is going to help you get an offer accepted. Ability to communicate. A realtor on the buy side especially is going to have to be a great communicator, because in order to extract the information from the list side on what's important to the people who are selling the home, you got to be able to communicate. Hey, my clients are interested in this property and I just wanted to call and see, do your sellers need a rent back? Are they looking for a quick close? Is money the number one motivator, or maybe they're looking for something? I don't know what it is, right? But that communication that happens, you'd be surprised. I've talked to dozens of listing agents who tell me, Matt, truth be told, we get 15 offers. We can disregard our 11 or 12 of them right off the bat. Either these folks haven't read what we've clearly put into the multiple listing service, the MLS, or they never called and asked, or they just don't realize what's going on in today's current market. They wrote an offer that doesn't fit any of the seller's needs, right? That's lack of ability to communicate. That's lack of ability to read in some cases, right? What's clearly put in the MLS on what the seller's looking for, right? So that ability to communicate can make or break a deal. If you don't have it up front, like, it's no lie that I talk to listing agents that say 60, 70, 80% sometimes of offers are written that have no chances of getting accepted. They don't even get into the pile that gets reviewed by the seller because they're missing things, right? So should give you hope as a buyer that even if you're up against 15 offers, you're only probably up against 3, 4, or 5 good ones. Lastly, ability to write strong offers. All of this ties into writing a strong offer. The best agents that I know, that I work with closely, are writing really, really strong offers. And let's be honest, those don't get accepted sometimes. But they've communicated with the list side. They know what's important to the sellers, so they're putting that into the offer. We're going to close quickly. We're going to remove our contingencies in this number of days. We're going to offer your seller 29 days of free rent back. We're going to not ask for any repairs on minimal things that need to be done that come up during our inspections. Whatever the case is, they've talked and communicated with the list side. They know what's important. They communicate that in the offer. They CC the lender, us, hopefully, in this situation. They let us reach out and say, this person's well qualified. Besides the really strong offer that's written via email and sent over, on the real estate document, is a pre-approval letter attached, proof of funds, us reaching out as the lender saying, yes, the pre-approval letter's there, but let me tell you, we've got a full file. That's how we do it with all our clients. Fully underwritten, ready to roll. We've got the assets in the file that we verified. We've verified the employment, and we know exactly what the underwriter is going to use. We've ran the desktop underwriting. It's been approved there. We are ready to press play and get this thing to the finish line, right? All that stuff combined gives you a chance as a buyer. If you're working with an agent who isn't doing some, or in a lot of cases, all of these things, you just don't have as good of a chance of getting accepted. And I see it more now than ever. It's as competitive as ever. The best agents with the best clients and the best offers still don't get them all accepted. So imagine what kind of position you're in if you're working with an agent who doesn't have a great network, who doesn't have a great reputation, who doesn't know how to communicate with the list side, who doesn't have the ability to write strong offers. You literally stand no chance, right? And so I implore you, if you're a buyer in this market, make sure that you're aligned with a great real estate agent who's able to help you put your best foot forward and present a great offer. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I'll tell you a great way how to find one of these great agents. And there's a few other options, which I'm sure are great. You've got, friends and family who might have had a great experience, and they can refer you somebody. I know that as a mortgage broker, I talk to dozens of realtors every single week. I know who's good. I know who's not so good. You might think that I've got some skin in the game and I'm only going to refer to certain agents because, I'm going to get something in return. The best agents are referring us business, regardless of whether or not we send them business. I can assure you that. When we get a fully pre-approved client who says, I don't have a realtor partner, I'd like to be connected with one, we're immediately trying to figure out what realtor partner we know has all these qualities, is a great agent with great network, great reputation, knows how to write strong offers, knows how to communicate, might live or work in a neighborhood this person's looking to buy, might have something, from a personality standpoint where they're going to vibe well with this buyer. And we refer that buyer to them because we know they're going to stand a chance in this market, right? So my advice, if you're going to get pre-approved and you're getting all those ducks in a line first, and you like and trust your mortgage broker, ask your mortgage broker for a referral to a great agent. I know that I take a lot of pride in referring great clients to great agents where I know they're going to have a great experience. So that's all I got for today. If you've got any questions you'd like to talk to me or my team about getting yourself pre-approved, no matter where you're at in the country, we can help. Go to greatmortgagebroker.com, fill out a form, let us know where you're at, how we can help. We'll talk to you soon. And until next time, we gonna see.